Hey guys, Logger John. It's a Sunday morning. It's around 7:30. Just out for a quick walk down to the woods. It's a beautiful day here in eastern Ontario. Calling for some rain later. I'm just down here checking out some of these trees. And some of these trees are taking a bit of a kicking here by the gypsy moths. I'm going to zoom in. We have gypsy moths here in this part of eastern Ontario. That tree right there, you can see it. There's not many leaves left on it. It's a white oak, and the gypsy moths really like white oak. So they're cleaning off all the leaves of the white oak and some of the apple trees here. They seem to like elm too. We didn't have them last year. They come around every, they come kind of on cycles, I guess, 6 or 7 years. We've never had them here though in this area, in my area, on my property I should say. This is the first time I've really had them really bad. The flies are bad too, the deer flies. We call them sweat flies, but on the farm we used to call them sweat flies, but most people call them deer flies, I think. So go back in here. The gypsy moths, like they're bad in the whole area actually this year. I'm going to stand still here or try to. If you stand still enough, you can hear the caterpillar droppings coming out off the trees. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but pretty bad. I was planning on making a wood cutting video yesterday, but I had to go to work. There was some ash in here I wanted to get out. There's one right here I wanted to cut, right there. It's got the emerald ash borer. I'm going to try to get at that this week. It's supposed to, weather's supposed to cool off this week a bit, so. And then there's one over there. But today it's just going to be a video looking at a bunch of stuff. But getting back to the gypsy moths, they don't kill the trees apparently. They're pretty much done eating sometime in the end of June, and then they form cocoons, I guess, and so then the leaves, I guess, they'll come back on the trees, but kind of hard on the trees after a few years. Last year we didn't have them, like I said here. We had them the year before, but not right on my property. They were back there in the sugar bush property a couple of years ago. But some people are getting them sprayed. There's a helicopter flying around the other day spraying. You pay so much an acre. I'm not sure how much it is, but pretty expensive. Okay, I'm heading back up to the house, and I'll see you up at the house. I have to get a new battery for this camera here because it's dying on me here. There's a white oak right there. Looks dead, but it's not. Just all the leaves are off. Once the gypsy moths are done, the leaves should come back. It's the rest of the summer here, hopefully. I don't know if I can even find one. Here, oh, here's one right here. You can see one right here. There's a gypsy caterpillar. Gypsy moth caterpillar. There's another one up on the branch here. There's one crawling down. They're pretty thick out here. Hopefully they're done soon. I'm hoping they don't clean too much more of these leaves off in here. Oh, the flies are really bad. Come on, pup. She doesn't like the flies. I have been spraying a bit of stuff around the house, trying to keep them away from the house and the trees. I've been spraying some of the spruce trees and the apple trees a bit. But yeah, there's an apple tree there that's, they got quite a few of the leaves off. They're a real pain in the butt, but we had, the other morning we had, I woke up, I could hear a helicopter flying over on the other property over there. Someone on the neighbor's property, I think they were spraying. He has about 100 acres. I'm not sure how much it is. Probably at least a couple $100 an acre. Have them come in and spray. And this morning I could hear a helicopter flying back there somewhere at the lake. Probably spraying some property back there. Hey guys, we'll see you up at the house. I got some other things I want to show you. Hey guys, Logger John back here. I had to go get a new battery. And I had to go put some bug spray on. Because of the sweat flies, deer flies are so bad right now. Just want to show you a couple things. You guys already saw these. I still got them on the trailer. I haven't unloaded them. They've been sitting on the trailer here a couple weeks. I left them out in the rain. Hopefully the rain, we had some rain there last week. Washed some of the dirt off these. But it's hard to see this, but this says, the rain washed enough dirt off I could read this. So it says, John Herring and Sons Napanee Fanning Mill. So Napanee is a little town about an hour and a half roughly west of us on the 401 between Kingston and Belleville. I'm hoping to get these unloaded this week, and they should fit in that old barn down there, hopefully. The door's just wide enough. I checked it the other night. Get them in out of the weather until I have time to play with them. But yeah, I'll check this piece of machinery out up here. I brought this home about 3 weeks ago from the farm. There's my dog trying to get away from the flies. So, as you can see, this is a 2-furrow plow. It's an International or Farmall McCormick plow. You can still see a little bit of the red on it, not much, mostly rust. I dug it out of some bushes up on the farm. As you can see, it's not a 3-point hitch system. It's a 2-point hitch, I guess they call it, system. I'll have to go and I'll take you over to my other shed and show you my tractor that this belongs to. You're probably familiar with the tractor from all my other videos. The Farmall C. But this plow, it'll only fit on that tractor. You can see the, it's adjustable here a bit. There's 2 more holes at least right there. I guess you can spread out your width of your furrows, I guess. I'm not sure. You got a hand crank. I think so. That, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. It's hard to explain something that you're not really sure. It's hooked onto the back of the tractor. As you can see, the big spring here and the little hitch. It's pretty long too. Well, I guess it has to be, because your tires of your tractor would be like right here, the back tires. So this hooks underneath, right underneath the motor of the tractor, kind of, the transmission. Be kind of neat to see it working. You could probably go online and watch some videos of them plowing with them, but my dad never used it. It sat up there for years. As long as I can remember, it sat up there in the brush pile, or the bush there beside the barn. Hey guys, I'll meet you over at my other shed there. We'll have a look at the tractor. Some of you guys have already seen this tractor if you watched my past videos. Here it is. Kind of dark in here, but we should be able to see. This is a 1950 Farm All C. You can check it out in some of my past videos there where I was driving it around the yard. I inherited it from my dad. Anyways, that plow that we were looking at outside there a few minutes ago, it belongs to this tractor. So it's hard to see, but underneath here, I took it off. There's a bit of a frame connection right there. Someday I'm going to hook it back on, but I took it off when I got the tractor. But it goes underneath, hooks onto here, gets bolted on here and on the other side, and then gets I think bolted up here. And it makes kind of like a frame underneath for that plow to hook onto. I'm not 100% sure how it works. I've never actually saw it hooked up before. I saw it on videos and pictures, but so with that frame underneath, it attaches to that. And on, I don't know if you noticed on the plow, there's a spring-mounted hitch on the front. I guess it hooks onto this. It's hard to see. Go back here. It doesn't have a 3-point hitch. They call it a 2-point hitch on the arms here. So that plow somehow hooks onto these arms and then goes underneath. And then on the other side, I believe I'll go around here. Not a lot of room in here, but you can see so this rod goes back, attaches to the 2-point hitch, comes up here and works off the hydraulics. Hydraulics is right here, and you can pick the plow up and down, or any piece of equipment that you need picked up and down. Kind of cool. Unfortunately though, like I said before, you can only use that plow on this tractor. Like, you can't use it on any other tractor. I guess you can maybe modify it, you could, but I'm going to get this tractor out pretty soon, make another video. Okay guys, we'll do a little bit of a garden update. It's been a few weeks since I planted the garden. Well, it's probably been about 3 weeks actually since I planted the garden. There's a bumblebee there. He just loves these chives. There he is. Anyways, we have celery. We have parsley. We got carrots coming up. Now the carrots, I had to replant them, or replant some of them. Some of them didn't germinate for some reason. But as you can see, they're coming up now a little bit, but they're taking their sweet time. And we have onions, look like they're doing pretty good. Some red lettuce. We had some of that last night for supper. And then over here we got some more carrots. They're not doing too bad. And some lettuce, a couple different types of lettuce, and some beets. Now the beets aren't doing very good for some reason. I had to replant some of them too. You can see like they're spotty. Not sure what's wrong. Sometimes you get bad seed. The seed that you buy, I'm not sure if there's something wrong with it, or even the stuff I replanted, only a little bit came back up, so that kind of sucks because I really like beets. Well, that's a little bit of an update. We'll go check out the potato patch. Okay, we're down here at the potato patch, and I think on the last video the potatoes weren't even up really. But here is some tomatoes too. They're doing really well. There's three plants, and the peppers. Peppers are doing good. And then we have some green beans in here. They're coming up now. They're a little spotty too in places, but not too bad. Got a few weeds coming up. I ran the tiller through here the other night. And then we got some turnips, rutabagas. They're doing really well. Once they get going a little bit, I'm going to have to thin them out. Keep thinning them out a little bit. And then we have the potatoes. I've already been killing potato bugs, believe it or not. The other night I was checking out the potatoes, and there was some potato bugs. And look at this right here, guys. I don't know if you can see that very well, but look at. See that, the orange? That's potato bug eggs. And they lay them on the back of the leaves so you can't really see them too good. What I do is either squash them, break the leaf off, get rid of it, and look for some bugs. But they're doing pretty good considering we didn't have much rain. But Pontiac Red, Superior. But if you look down here, guys, look at this. Look at, yeah, laying his eggs. Little bugger, eh? Well, once I'm done the video here, I'll come back and get that guy. Just squash him. You can look down there, see a few other spots with some orange on them. Yeah, so I'm going to go through this later after I set the camera down. And then we have Yukon Gold and Russet. So it's doing pretty good. But it's pretty early for potato bugs. But anyways, and as you can see, I don't know if you check out my rows. Normally, when I plant the potatoes, I put a stake in the ground and I run a string, a nice straight string or straight line all the way down with a string to the other end. And then I do the same here, so the rows are nice and straight and far enough apart to get the tiller through. But for some reason this year I decided not to use a string and make a nice straight row. So you can get the tiller through here, right through to here, and which isn't too bad. But then when you get up here, the rows kind of go a little bit wonky and you can't hardly get a tiller through there. There was more space over here. The row should have went a little bit straighter, but oh well, she is what it is, I guess. So I guess I'm gonna go kill some potato bugs now. So okay guys, stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm back here. I just had to set the camera down for a few minutes while I went through the potato patch here, kill some bugs. I killed about 8 potato bugs and got rid of some some eggs that they lay on the leaves. It's hard to do it when I'm holding a camera, so I just take 2 little rocks, and because there's rocks everywhere, they're easy to find. Just take 2 rocks and just squash them. I suppose you could use your fingers, but that's kind of gross. But there's probably more in there. I can't find them, but I'll look later. Okay guys, I got a couple more things I want to show you. They're over here in the old barn. This used to be the pig barn. Up ahead here, I'll show you. This is where they used to keep the pigs. Right now I just use it for storage. Probably needs to be cleaned up in here, but lots of little odds and ends and stuff in here I keep. As you can see, bits of lumber and some steel roofing off some of my projects. I want to show you these things. There's two of them. I'm going to take it outside. There's another one there. These are pretty cool. Look out, pup. Let's see if I can get a good shot of it. Stand back here. It's like a grain cradle, I think they call them. They are up in the old granary. This one's in better shape than the other one, but they're pretty neat. They got so you got your big blade for cutting, and your handles. I'm just going to set you guys up somewhere, and I'm going to try to demonstrate how it was used. But okay, stay tuned. Need my own cameraman. So I think you held this. Let me see. I was going to say you hold it like this, but I'm not so sure now. A little awkward. Seems like this handle's too far down, but basically you when you're cutting grain or oats or grain, some kind of grain, right? You would swing it, cut, and these forks, these are made out of wood, of course. When you swung it like this, like when you swung it, it would take the grain and gather it up into kind of like a pile, and then you would just dump it in a pile as you went. Keep going, back and forth as you walked along. Of course, the blade here would be sharp, and anyways, that's kind of cool. I hope you can see that better, but they're pretty cool. A lot of fine work in them. You got all the little wooden dowels, homemade, like they're all made by hand, of course. And you got the curved handle. They're pretty old, I would say. They were up in the granary up home, up at the farm. Anyways, I'll put this back. There's, like I said, there's two. Another one there, it's got a shorter handle. And it's missing like one wooden rung fork on it. But I don't even know how old they'd be. Probably well over 100 years old, I'd say. Probably should leave them out in the rain for a day or two if it does rain. They're pretty dried out, but pretty neat piece of history there. Okay guys, thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't already subscribed to me, hit this subscribe button too. Sure appreciate you watching all my videos. Promise they're going to get better. Like Gator says, the best is yet to come.